Hi everyone, this is Brian Hayes and welcome to a discussion on the importance of understanding the use of position markers on your guitar fretboard. I have here with me my Australian-made Maton acoustic guitar, and this particular instrument uses very simple circular dots for its position markers. Behind me you'll see my Fender 6-string electric bass guitar. Now it also has position markers, but you'll notice they're very different. They're large, wide, full width, rectangular position markers. And if you take a close look, they are even on frets different to this guitar. As in, the Fender has a position marker on fret 1, where this guitar starts on fret 3. Now, largely, all guitars nowadays have position markers on frets 3, 5, 7, 9 and 12. And on 12, there's generally a different design. You'll notice on this guitar, it's a double dot. And up here on the top of the neck, you'll also see these little white dots on the black binding that match the same frets as the position markers on the front of the guitar. So whilst the Fender has an additional marker on fret 1, it mirrors the same fret markings from there on up, and that's common on most guitars. Some guitars don't have any ornamentation on the front of the fingerboard at all. For example, most classical nylon string guitars have no position markers on the actual fretboard, but all guitars do or should have the position markers up on the top binding of the fingerboard. What do we use them for? To rapidly find the correct position to play any note or chord on the guitar. For these position markers to be of any use to you, you have to absolutely learn and memorize and get it into your muscle memory what the note names are for every one of those position dots on the guitar. So let's go through them quickly now. The first string is E, G, A, B, C sharp and E. So that's on frets, so open, 3rd fret, 5th, 7th, 9th, 12th. If we drop down 2 octaves to the 6th string, we've got exactly the same notes on exactly the same frets. E, G, A, B, C sharp and E. So, 2nd string is B. Those fret position marker notes are B open, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, B. 3rd string is G. We've got G, B flat, C, D, E, G. 4th string is D, D, F, G, A, B, D. 5th string is A, C, D, E, F sharp, A. Now, of course, where a note is a sharp or a flat, you can use the enharmonic equivalent. So yes, this is B flat, but it's also A sharp. Yes, this is F sharp, but it's also G flat. Now, how is that of any use to us? Well, it's a huge use to us. If you play what I call the note name game, and I have a separate video tutorial on this called the note name game, a series of them. I highly recommend it. In that game, you simply pick a note, and we'll pick the first position dot on the 1st string, G, and you then set out to play that note on each of the 6 strings. So G. Now, there is not a position dot on the 2nd string for the note G, but there is an F sharp and there is a G sharp, which means if you know your position dots, you'll think, well, hang on a minute, G's dead set in the middle of those 2. So whilst the note is not on a position dot, it's between them. So G, G, on the 3rd string, well, the 12th fret's a G. On the 4th string, the 5th fret, position marker note, you should know that that's a G. On the 5th string, again, we haven't got a position dot on the note G, but we've got one incredibly close. You should know that that note is F sharp or G flat. It's a position dot note. We're looking for G, 1 fret up. And then on the 6th string, the same as we started. So it lets us play rapidly. We can find any note on any string. G, 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 G. Now, if you talk to a guitar player who has not learnt those position dot notes, that could take 5 months for them to find that. Now, I can't find that G. Where does the G? Oh, hang on. B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. Oh, there it is there. Man, the band's moved on 4 hours ago. So, if you know your position dot notes, you're within 2 frets at the most of finding the note you're looking for compared to one of the position dots. Now, finally, every chord shape that we play is based off of at least one string as being the key note in the chord. If we play a major chord, 2nd fret, and I'll use one finger, we could do that. It's the 2nd fret of the 3rd string in that case, as far as a fretted note, that is actually the note A. That's designating the note name of that chord. That's an A chord. If I want to play a C chord using that shape, and I'm prepared to leave an A constant in the bass, so a C chord with an A in the bass, well, I just need to find where's C on the 3rd string. Bingo. If we know our position dots, we absolutely impulse know that position dot there on the 5th fret is the note C. So an A chord to a C chord. If we want to go to a D chord, well, we know that's D on the position dot, 3rd string. D chord. E chord, well, we know that's E, position dot on the 3rd string. G chord, well, we know that's G. So if we go A, C, D, E, G, we've found a whole lot of great sounding chords there by simply knowing the position dots. It's same on complex chords. We want to play a C minor 7th flat 5. Well, we need to find, we use the minor 7th flat 5 chord shape, which is like a diminished 7th up a fatter set of strings. But the 5th string is the key note in that shape for the minor 7th flat 5. Where's C on the A string? Position dot note. If we want to play an F minor 7th flat 5, where's F on the A string? Well, it's not one of the position dot notes, but it's horribly close. Remember, it's the note you're looking for is either going to be on a position dot or horribly close to it. So on the A string, we've got an E and we've got an F sharp. We haven't got an F as a position dot, but it's dead set in the middle. So there's F minor 7th flat 5. It's that simple. I really encourage you to master the note names of your position dots. Whether you're playing lead or chords, whether you're sight reading or improvising, it will prove to be really helpful to you. I hope you've enjoyed that. Bye for now.